We're here with musician Jimmie Highsmith Jr. And those that know me and a lot of remember back in the days when I had my TV show Keep It on the Real, I always like the spotlight, put the spotlight on uh, Rochester talent that's homegrown. And I have a lot of respect for this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. And the performance upstairs, Jimmy, absolutely beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me down to get this on video.
Hmm.
Let's go into a few questions here. Um, I read somewhere in one of your interviews that you got into music as a result of almost looking for an escape, if I can say that. Uh, you had some issues with bullying as a kid.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like to talk about, especially, is the youth are real influential. A lot of them are going into hip hop, into music. Can you go into that a little bit, your background, as well as any advice you may have for the youth, many of whom may be watching this?
I started playing music at 6 years old, playing piano, and being a light skinned black man. In the 70s, there was a lot of racism within the black community as well as normal America between black kids and white kids and black and light skinned blacks. So I was never black enough for the black kids or one for the white kids. My family is, I have a lot of culture in my family, Irish, French, African American, obviously. And piano started at 6 years old. I remember I had a teacher who was very bigoted. I didn't know it then. She called me her little nigger boy. I didn't realize what that meant at 6 years old. Um, and I look back, and it's a little scarred by that. But I think learn how to love yourself. I went into music. I was not an athlete. I was not a good dancer. I talked fast. I was picked on. I was bullied because I was different. So music was an escape for me. I picked up saxophone at 8 years old, and it was an escape to try to defeat the negative energy from bullying. And eventually, when I became talented with my instrument, now I was cool. So it kind of helped the bullying in this respect that now I'm not the weird kid, I'm the cool kid to play saxophone. My advice to kids being bullied is, learn how to love yourself. Don't blame yourself for this. People are rude, people are cruel, unfortunately. Tell somebody. But love yourself. Know how important you are. And that's the most important thing to achieve success over bullying. What they say, it's not true. You know the truth is. If they say your mother's ugly, is your mother ugly? No, she's not ugly. So ignore that. Remove yourself from all negative energy and negative people. If people around you aren't supporting you, aren't pouring into you positive energy, avoid them. I mean, we all have friends. I have friends, and some are kind of depressing, and I still love them, but I have to keep them at a distance because they drain me of my positive energy. I support everybody, regardless of race, culture, ethnicity, I said it already, sexual gender, sexual orientation. I love everybody, and I support everybody, but you've got to love yourself first in order to do that. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. So as far as bullying goes, I was bullied pretty bad as a kid, and I defeated it by, like I said, learning how to love myself got me through bullying. So that's it, Davey.
Absolutely, that's great advice. Listen, man, you've played with legends like Wynton Marsalis. I mean, you've traveled, several continents. I mean, when was it? I understand that you said, at 8 years old, but when was it that you knew that you had something here, that this was your thing, that this is something that you wanted to take
I have
and
something.
pursue?
You sure about that?
Absolutely, I know you had something.
I'm still figuring it out myself, actually. Somebody asked me, about career choices, and quiet as it's kept, I'm really a physics nerd junkie. I love science in general. If I could go back in time, I'd be a NASA climatologist. I like weather
Wow.
patterns, and I like science. I played music for so many years. It kind of felt expected to take this road. You know,
Right.
I started playing sax at 8 years old. By my teenage, I was playing gigs at 14. You know, and like I said, it was expected to me to take this road. Am I the best I can be yet? Never. Not even close. I'm still a work in progress. I'm still trying to find that perfect note, that perfect sound. You don't ever want to become complacent in music.
Right.
Never. You want to always be hungry to learn something new, write the new song, etc. So I don't know. The whole career music, it just seemed like it wasn't the thing I was supposed to do. I don't regret it. I had a good time, met a lot of great people, and I've enjoyed myself immensely through it. But it's not something that I planned to happen. It just happened, I guess. So.